I hear what y'all saying, but you guys understand. Listen, have you ever seen the movie Gladiator?
Yeah.
Has anybody ever seen that? That's the OG movie, man. One of the best movies in the world. Came
Are
out
you
in
not
1999.
entertained?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
When Maximus asked, he said, "Win the people, you'll win your freedom." He was trying to figure out, I'm enslaved. He was the general of the Roman army at one point. Ended up becoming a slave. Became a gladiator. And he was like, and his slave owner told him, he said, "Man, if you win the people, you win your freedom." So he went out there, he cut motherfuckers' head off with the double sword. He was killing motherfuckers. He made a spectacle of it, and then looked at the crowd because everybody was like, "What the fuck just happened?" He said, "Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?" Then threw the sword at everybody, and then as he walked off, Maximus, Maximus, Maximus. The whole idea, the whole Frank Castle thing with Fresh and Fit, is because they're basically saying, "Are you not entertained? We kicked these chicks off the show because you guys want to see that." And they were the #1 super chat channel on YouTube. #1, bringing in $10,000 to $20,000 a week when they were monetized. So when you guys saying they should have cut the cameras and did all of that, are you kidding me? I told you guys about a couple months ago on the show that there was a newspaper that opened up in the Bay Area about 15 years ago that said we're going to only post and report positive news, because news like CNN, MSNBC, all these news channels, all Fox, all we hear is negative. All people want to hear is negative news. It's always something bad happening, something going bad in society, but we never hear the positivity. And that newspaper lasted 9 months. It went out of business. Nobody bought the paper because nobody was interested in hearing positivity. Well-behaved women seldomly make history. Have you guys ever heard that phrase?
Yeah.
A lot of people attribute that to Marilyn Monroe, but she wasn't the one that said it. Marilyn said something like, "If I'd observed all the rules, I'd never got anywhere," something like that. But it was the sister Ulrich that said that well-behaved women seldomly make history. There is no reason why they would cut the cameras. And Brittany, when you guys say that's her, you got to understand something. Attention is addicting, especially to women. Women need attention. And what does Brittany have to talk about anymore? When she, thank God she made it to another podcast that's gonna happen. But to the guys, we're talking about, everybody's talking about this. Media man, everybody's talking about this. About what Brittany's doing. She's back in the news again.
Mm-hmm.
If she would have been nice and kind and polite and feminine and soft, it would have been a boring interview. We wouldn't even talk about it. But because she went up there and got a little tipsy and drunk, you think that wasn't thought about? I don't know how many of you guys know a publicist. I know quite a. Well, I don't know quite. I know a few publicists. I had one myself some years ago for my production company, and the things that she would tell me to do to get popular, well, I'd be like, "Damn, I got to do that. I can't do that." Publicists, if you have one, will tell their clients, typically entertainers, models, actors, actresses, you got to wear this when you go out. You got to do this when you go to Starbucks. You got to do that because you're falling out of the paparazzi don't want to follow you anymore. Why you have to do something because the crowd wants to see a fucking gladiator cut somebody's head off. You can't be nice, and being the philanthropist ain't gonna do it. When you're creative, when there's a term called jumping the shark in the film industry. It was created from, I don't know, if a TV show called Happy Days. I don't know if you guys ever watched that. I'm an old school nigga. So we used to watch this TV show called Happy Days. And when Happy Days, what the term jumping the shark means in film is when a TV show or its creative work has ran its basically course. You got to do something crazy. And so in this TV show, Happy Days, they had a character called Fonzie. And they had he was a motorcycle dude and he had slick hair and all that. And in this episode, they had Fonzie riding jet skis out on the ocean with his leather jacket and some shorts, and they made him jump over a shark. And that's where the term was coined, jumping the shark. They had to have, because Happy Days got so goddamn boring, they had to have him jump a fucking shark in the 70s or 60s or whatever, just for it to be relevant again. And so as a result, a lot of people jumped the shark. When she came on this TV show, JR pointed it out. This is about to go viral. She caught herself. I bet she hates that she mentioned that, because when you guys say that's her, yeah, it probably is her. But some of it is acting, you guys.
Yeah.
Some of it is like, damn, nobody gives a shit about my PJ Washington story anymore. No, I have nothing else to really offer. I'm not an actress. I don't act. I'm not being hired for any movie roles. I can't sing. I'm not a model. Nobody's booking me. How the fuck am I going to get paid? Well, if I make myself relevant again, then these people will start calling me, and then I can charge 10 grand to go on their show. And so some people have to jump the shark and do something crazy so everybody can say, go back and say, oh, damn, she's back in the news circle again. She's back on the circuit. So, and then the show itself is saying, why would they cut the cameras? Like, let the shit roll. She's throwing bottles at fucking Shannon Briggs, and she's throwing water on me and doing all this wild shit, and she getting ready to fucking twerk on Charleston White. This is great.
Yeah.
Fucking excellent. Fucking excellent. Fuck morals. Morals don't matter. And it's not so much that the owners of the podcast don't have morals. They know, like I know, like JR knows. You guys got to understand.
Yeah.
Think back to the early days of JR.
Okay.
And let's talk and how that show, how the Thursday night show.
Don't do that, Shannon.
Hey, JR, we know.
That was the gladiator. That was the fucking Roman. That was the Colosseum. JR knows.
Yeah, I mean, people would ask me, why don't you just? First of all, I never signed to be a moderator, but at some point in time, you just let it go. I mean, these grown men can police themselves. I'm not going to sit here and try to mute somebody, but there's an entertainment aspect of it. It was organic and real. It wasn't scripted. So when things happen and pop off, it's like, let's see how it's going to play out.
Let's see how it goes. And the gladiator that stands wins. Proud.
And I have to admit, I have to admit, because I was sucked in too. I was feeling like that guy. What's that guy from Zeus' name?
The guy from what?
The owner of Zeus.
Oh, the network. The network Zeus?
Yeah, Zeus Network.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know who owns it.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Plum Dude, whatever his name is. But yeah, I mean, everybody hate him because he seems to keep putting out all this toxic shit. But that's what it was trying to feel like. I was just sitting here like, damn, you never know when something was gonna pop off. And everybody, it wasn't scripted. Everything would come up, and I'm watching just like y'all. I'm like, oh shit.
Cut the cameras. Ain't nobody cutting no cameras.
Damn. At one point in time, the Lapeef Network was content for everybody else, because everybody would come up on Thursdays to see what happened, and then they would react to it. It's like you never. And then
a lot of podcasters copied JR's format. They said, "Oh, they was over there writing down notes. Oh, this is what it did. Oh, okay, goddamn." You'll notice that there's a lot of shows out there that's doing exactly what JR was doing 3 years ago that nobody else was doing. But that's because JR had the Coliseum, and motherfuckers tuned in to watch people get their head cut off. And so over here now we got celebrities doing it, so to speak, or popular people will call it. And she's twerking and slipping off the chair and throwing water and shut the fuck up. My pussy was ripped. Do you understand what a second-degree tear is? And it's like, oh, so now everybody's Googling second-degree tears, and everybody's putting their names back up, and then boom, here comes another 100 grand, maybe, over the time. It's. I understand that you guys, and it is organic to a degree, but let me tell you, man, Hollywood, we're good at making y'all think that shit is real that ain't.